Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is the Man of Class. Into today's video, we have got some exciting things planned. I am going to transform this entire area into our new farmland, which the style that I've decided to go for, as you may see, the old sort of house in the back. Yeah, that was my first attempt at a house. Not the greatest, but it works. Is this sort of cobblestone walls, and we're going to have paths, and the cobblestone walls will be, different pens and that. We're not going to use like fences and that. I might obviously use gates and that, but I'm not going to go for fence posts and that. We're going to go for cobblestone walls, paths, and we're going to go for a very old style sort of farmyard, and I think that will transform this whole area up here quite nicely. As you may remember, my wheat, which you might be able to see in the back there, that's just not big enough to service everything my needs. So I am going to jump into a time lapse, and I'm going to see what I can do with this area. Yes, I'm gonna need to go and get a whole lot of cobblestone and probably find some more animals, grab some leads, and see what other wildlife we can find in this area. And let's get building. Let's jump straight into a time lapse. Okay, and we are back from the time lapse, and I think that we have made some good progress here. So as you can see here, we now have our proper wheat farm, and this is producing a decent amount, which means that I will be able to keep up with the breeding of these cows and sheep. I haven't got any pigs yet, but that will be a project for another day. I've also added some chickens here. I don't know how long I will keep them because they're very annoying and I don't like the sound. So, but we can use them for something, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know how long they'll stay here. They might get moved on shortly. And then down here we have our little path. I decided to develop this little natural sort of whatever you would call this. It's not even a ravine. It's sort of a semi-underground water thingy, to like a little boat cove. Like here we could hollow this out and put like a little storage room, like a little overnight bed thing under here. Not actually sure, but we can try that on another day. As you can see, my dog ended up in my boat. I don't know how I'm going to get him out, but anyway. And so the idea is that you can hop in there and then you just paddle out here. And then you go through here, and then you are out into open water. I'm not actually sure which way. I think if you keep going one of these ways, you get into the sea. But anyway, we don't need to go there today. And if I can learn how to use a boat properly. So here, yeah, I just added in this little cobblestone sort of mouth area and hollowed out through the ground here so that you can add the water in so that you can paddle straight in all the way. You go around here all the way in, and you can get out here. There we go. And little chest for storage, and then you just run up these steps here, boom, up here, and we are back in the farmyard area. And then, as you may remember from the last video, our mine shaft is over in that direction, I think. Or am I wrong? No, I think I am wrong. It is in this direction. There's our mine shaft from the last episode. But I think in general this whole project turned out rather well. I would have loved to add some more detail, but I really didn't have the time. This took probably about 2 hours to do anyway, because I had to run back and forth and get the materials, and it takes time to populate the wheat. What I did here, a little trick I learned from a video somewhere, is you just waterlog stairs, which means you can walk over them without falling into it, which stops you from jumping, which would damage your crops, or what should I say, destroy your crops, but it actually sort of acts like a water block anyway, which means that it naturally still gives water to all these blocks here, which helps the plants grow. So it's nice because it doesn't, you don't have this hole with water in it. You can just walk over it without falling through. So it makes a decent way of being more efficient in the farm, and then you don't have traps to fall into. So that is pretty much it for today. This is just a short video just to jump into this little project. I think the next project I would like to work on, as I mentioned before, is the spider spawner, or spider spawners, should I say, that are down in our mine, or the abandoned mine shaft. I would like to make a mob farm. I have an idea, and I saw a video that someone else did, where I can't remember who it was, but I will go back and check. And if I use anyone else's reference, I will add their video in the description below. But I want to try that for the next video. So I think that's all that I have time for today. That was just a quick project. Well, it was quick for you because it was a time lapse, not so quick for me. But overall, a quick little project, just neatening up this farmyard and making it way more functional. I now have my cows for steak and leather, there's sheep for more food and wool, and chickens, I guess feathers and more food. We'll see. But with no further ado, that's all I have time for today. Thanks everyone for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye bye.